Hello. Um, it's not sure what's going on there at the back. Try to hide that. Actually, black men, what are we doing? Welcome to the Kinda Cool Show. Timani, this is me, Timani. I just want to ask the black men, what are we doing, bro? What are we busy with? If you watch the internet or see men on the street, what is the black man doing? We go to work. After coming to work, we drink, we sleep with countless women, we catch STIs, STDs, we catch sexually transmitted diseases. And but what are we? What is the global, the big thing that we are doing? The purpose. You know, I think I'm one of those people who got cast or blessed. I say cast because it's more painful than blessed to be able to not find any joy in simple mundane things. Like simple daily mundane things don't excite me. You know, going out to drink, dancing, you know. That thing has never actually really excited me. I've always felt that there's supposed to be a bigger purpose and something bigger than me that I'm supposed to be in this world, and something that I have to be chasing. And so I chase many things to find this exact purpose of the one of the reasons why I'm here. Why did I come to this earth? Why did I come to this planet? The purpose of it all. I think I asked why am I here when I was like age 11. When I was 11 years old, I asked. There was a movie by Jackie Chan. I think the movie was like, "Who am I?" Yes, it was not why I'm here. Yes. I said this question stuck with me since Jackie Chan. Who am I? I think Jackie Chan went through a concoction. Right, he fell or someone hit him, something like that. Went through a coma, concoction. Then he woke up and he was like, "Who am I?" He didn't know who he was. I feel like this question got stuck with me from that time, and I was only 11 years old, and it has never left me. Who am I? Why am I? Now I had to add more questions to that. It's why am I here? What am I here to do? And I've sought this question out and I've looked for answers to this question for so long. I'm sorry. I'm also drinking black coffee. No sugar, no milk. Disgusting. So this has always bothered me so much, and I've always tried to find the answer to this. You understand? I've always felt like I'm an anomaly. I never fit in with anyone. I've had multiple friends. Some people have only one type of friends. I've had multiple types of friends. I've had nerds, people who sit in the room and play video games all day long. I've had people who like to go out and dance all day, every day. When I was growing up in high school, I used to have friends who used to love clothes. And that's what they always do. That's what they love to do. They always love the new trends. That's what they love to do. And I've hung around with them. I've had friends who love sport. That's all they talk about. That's all they do. It's almost like I experience different types of lifetimes, right? Yes, I feel like I experience these things differently, and I'm in these different types of groups because when I'm in this part of the group, I always wonder about the next group. I always wonder what the other people do. Where do they go? What do they get up to on their day-to-day basis? Because I always felt like I never fell to one type of group. Do you understand? And I've always looked for this, and I always outgrow it, and I'll always look for the next thing. And I'm searching for something, you know? Business, sports, clothes, drinking, church, you know. But for some reason, all of these things I've always felt like one needs the other. It cannot be alone. It cannot exist alone. One cannot exist alone. You know, one type of lifestyle cannot exist alone. For example, if you love clothes and you love wearing the new trends, you will also need to love sports so that you look good in those trends. If you love church, you must also love to be going out. You love the people that love to go out and experience life and see what is actually going out there. Otherwise, you will not have anything to talk about when you are at church. When you're sharing a sermon or you're talking about, you're preaching a Bible, a scripture, you will not have a proper reference if you've never been in any other oh, sorry, my light went off here. Oh, God. I've got sensory lights, you know, rich people stuff. So, in all of these things, it has always been one of the major challenges. It's always been like that. It's always been this thing fits that, you know, and I've sought out the mystery of the universe. One of the reasons why we are here. And recently I came across a revelation when I was having a conversation with someone else, because I always love speaking to people who are older than me, because I used to think that people who are older than me, they are smarter than me. It is not always the case, but it's a good starting point. It is always better to speak to someone with wisdom that they accumulated with age and experience in life, rather than speaking with somebody who's young and smart, or they think they're smart and then now they think that they know. They do not normally always know. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I made this video to go for a few things, to ask this question: what are we doing? What is the purpose of all of these things? And I've written a couple of points. And one of the things that I've seen in recent times, it's cowardice. Something that has really affected me, that has really caught my attention, is cowardice. Cowardice. To be a coward, to be scared. It doesn't really intrigue me. Maybe partly at one point or the other, I have also felt scared, and I've never done a brave thing. I've never been brave. I've never acted like a superhero. I've never acted like the people that I really admire, the people who have affected and who have affected time, or left a dent or footprints in the sense of time. Most people die and they've never done anything with their life, and that thing bothers me for some reason. That I've lived in this life and have never done anything of significance. I've never actually done anything that I'll be remembered by. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. I do not know why this thing bothers me. I've always watched great people and great men do something in this life, and they've always left a dent, a print in the sands of time. I do not know who I think I am, but I do know that I need to leave a dent. I need to do something of significance. I was born for something that I still need to figure out what it is. And I've always had this thing bother me in my mind. This thing has always affected me in my performance. I've never been impressed by anything. Women, alcohol, money. But the effect and legacy has always bothered me. So I made this video to talk about cowardice. Maybe that is one of the reasons that I'm here, that my soul hates the fact that I live a life of cowardice. That I'm a coward. And in order for you to live that in the sense of time, to leave a legacy, you need to die for something on Robert Sobukwe. Chris Hani. These men, Nelson Mandela, all of these men had something to die for and something that they stood for, a certain purpose that they fought for until they left this earth. Maybe that is the entire purpose of this life. Maybe my soul chose to be this, to experience this existence. To ingrain, to burn within my soul. To engrave bravery. Because each and every time that I've acted like a coward, bro, I've hated myself more than being brave and then losing. What I mean by that, if there was an opportunity for me to fight and I didn't fight because I was scared, that thing will stay in my mind and bother me for so long, rather than if I had jumped into the fight and got knocked out. Every fight that I've lost, bro, I've been more happier than the fights that I've never fought. And that is the essence of this video. It is that for that reason. And as I've grown older, I watch people. I watch the things that people do. And I watch cowardice captured me. And one thing that I hate in the fact that cowardice captures me is the fact that I look for people who are like me. There are none people who like me, who are crazy. Maybe I am crazy. There's not a lot of people like me who think like me. I left Cape Town in South Africa and came to Joburg with no money to go back home. I had no plan. The only thing, my only plan was that I would figure it out as I go. And that has been the bravest thing I've ever done in my life. And I always remember that because I was brave. Do you understand? Do you understand that of all the things that I've done, one of the most important things, one of the most engraving things, the most proudest moment of my life is me. I made a life out of nothing. I left home with absolutely no plan, knowing nothing that I would do. And the only plan I had was God. That was it. Until this day, I still remember this because it was brave. Maybe that is why I fuck my life up most of the time, to see what's going to happen. Even when I was growing up, when I was in high school, I would when I see someone with their girlfriends, I would go and take their girlfriends just to see what's going to happen. I would fuck a good thing up to see if I can bring it back. And it was always needed to me to be brave. You know one thing I regret? Come on. The Matrix is attacking me, fucking up my video because you can see that I'm on fire. One of the things that I've regretted, amongst many other things, bro, is the chances that I never took. Do you understand? Whether it's trying to kiss, to sleep with a girl. It's a minor thing, but for the mere fact that I did not take a chance, I did not do the attempt to see if she would say yes or no. That thing has left a greater mark in my mind. The things that I've never said bother me more than the things that I've said and that I got punished for. Do you understand? So I live this existence of myself, of my soul judging me based off my actions of my flesh. My brain I live with a constant critic that keeps on telling me you're not brave. I still remember things in the second grade that I did when I was in fear. And I still remember the things in the second grade that I did because I was brave. And bravery has always captured me. Bravery has always enticed me. And one of the things that happen currently is the fact that I'm like, when I'm brave, I hate the person I was when I was a coward. You know why? Because I fully understand that is who I am, and that is the level of consciousness that I should actually exist in. I should be existing in a level of frequency or whatever these people they call it, but a certain level, a vibration, whatever you want to call it, but also an existence of bravery. Taking the brave choice each and every day when I wake up in the morning, doing the hard things. That is who I was supposed to be, to refine my body and my soul with the tedious work and suffering, and I am scared. I remember the time I did not punch my cousin in the mouth for teasing me or bullying me. More than the teasing that he did. I remember, why didn't I just punch this boy in his mouth? Fuck. So I made this video to talk about that. And I feel like it's one of the reasons that we reach there's a problem with mental health. You know, most people are going through mental health, and I'm trying to figure out why. What is the issue? What is going on with people that we are existing in the time that we are existing in, the best time of human existence ever? But people, we're suffering with mental health. I'll tell you why. I think I tell you why. Because we're stuck like rats in routines, bro, and patterns. There is nothing exciting that happens anymore. Everything is so mundane and it's the same. TV shows are the same, bro. Music is the same. The conversations we have are the same. The food we're eating are the same. There is nothing brave to do. Nothing new, bro. Do you understand? People have their wives and then they have sex in the same way that you have sex. They have kids, they take to the same school, they get to do the same thing each and every day. No one is taking risks. And men are falling into depression. How can you be depressed, bro? When the police are looking for you. How can you be depressed, bro? When you have 5 baby mamas, 5 women that are pleasing you in ways that I cannot even mention in this because I'm trying to keep this video for kids to watch. How can you be depressed, bro? When you have multiple streams of income and everything is falling apart, you need to put this together. You need to please your wife. You need to make money to keep your women. That for me, bro, I know it's something that some people talk about and it's something that people think that excites them. And it's something that maybe I copied for someone else, but it's a confirmation when I watch someone else say this thing and I'm like, yes, this is exactly how I feel also. That is what excites me. That's what put fire into my soul. That's what. I cannot be impressed by minor things, bro. I'm impressed by global domination. No, somebody came against the odds, bro. Somebody came against the odds. Nothing was supposed to work out for him. They came from nothing. They punched their way into the blockages and the bars and the chains of life. You understand what I'm trying to say? That's exactly. How can you be depressed when you're like that? I understand. Depression is in your mind, bro. Jump into a fight, my nigga. I promise you, bro, you can never feel depression if you are jumping into a fight. I look at the things that people talk about the men, bro. You are impressed by you because you worked, you got a job, you got money, you bought a car, you got an apartment or a house, and then you had sex with a girl. Do you understand? That is a thing that excites you. That is a thing that blows your mind. It's I slept with a girl. I got a girl. I slept with a girl because I made money and I slept with a girl. Now she's here with you. Now you don't know what to do with her because how you brought her in is not who you are. Some even go to the extreme and marrying the girl and keeping and trap, bro. Now she's here for you and you go and cheat with other women. You get chasing the same thrill. But the thrill is me, bro. The thrill is me. I wake up, I'm a thrill. Whether I have a car or don't have a car, an apartment or no apartment. I've pulled women, Vanna. I've pulled women, Spally. While my bed was a boat, bro. My bed was a boat. Fridge is not working. Bro, literally sleeping on the floor, cockroaches. But I pulled women. That's what I do. So that doesn't excite me. See, 5 women. Keeping 5 women. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just talking in terms of relationship because you guys, I know you guys are homosexual, so this is what you love to hear talk about. This is all you talk about. Oh, I got drunk and this girl got drunk. Now we got drunk together and I slept with her. Yes, I slept with a drunk girl. Exactly, because you're homosexual. Let me tell you something, brother. The times that my soul was set on fire was when there was 2 women in the same bed, my nigga. Sleeping, that is what I'm talking about. If you're gonna talk about relationship, but I'm talking about global things, strong things, bro. Changing lives, bringing when you didn't know what to do, starting businesses. You know the next thing that I think the next frontier is building a business that outlasts me 50, 100 years. Bro. That is exactly what I'm trying to talk about when I talk about mental health. How can you have mental health, brother, if you got all of these things going on? There's so much things to do. I'm sure God watches us, bro. Look at the people that are in the Bible, Mfana. That God said, you know what, write about these people. Look at them. Look at all of them. Something of significance except to Adam. Fuck Adam. Adam was stupid. Except because he got controlled by a woman. That's why I say he's stupid. Listen to me. The one thing, all of the great men, brother, they had to fight. Moses, Abraham, left his home, went to fight. Sweat. That's it. Multiple women. Businesses. Money. He was rich. That's how they wrote about him. Look at all of the brave men, brother. Elijah. 2,000 years later, God said, these guys, they're so brave that I need them 2,000 years later to be spoken about. That in 2026, Utimani Kobok would speak about these great men because they are so great. They'll never write about you and me, bro. They will never write about me as brother. If we continue like this, they will never write us. We've never invented anything. We've never done anything significant or important, brother. We are never actually changing anyone's life. What are we doing, brother? But we are fat, we are broke, we are stupid. What are we doing with our life, black people? What are we doing, brother? What are we conquering? The reason Shaka Zulu, bro, got so famous and big, brother, is because he did something. He fought us against guns. He was using spears, bro, sticks. Why? And my last point, né? Oh, I think I've touched this, but I'm gonna touch it in closing. Purpose, brother. We need to find a way to carve purpose in everything that we are doing. Something that is bigger than us. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I'm going to say this thing. Something that is bigger than us. What is it that we are fighting for? What are we doing with our lives? Whose lives are we changing? Are we impacting the future, the next generation, and the next legacy? Are we going to die and move on? That is it about us, brother. We will never have any purpose. God looks at us as like, you did not do anything significant. You woke up every day, you ate food. You took a dump in the toilet, brother. And then you died. You had a double family. Okay, cool. You had to hide your family because you're scared of your wife leaving you. Because you did not have anything important that your life you do better for your life. Because in life it's either women wants are one of the two things, either your life, your loyalty, or your money. We're gonna die with no kids, brother. Maybe it's me. You guys are having kids. You guys have multiple women. This is us in this real life, in this life, now, in this time. What are we doing? Are we winning? Bravery. Strength. Purpose.